Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Let's learn Japanese with NHK learning materials together. Today's main topic is let's introduce yourself in Japanese. Let's practice it. First, we're gonna check this video in Japanese with Japanese and English subtitles. Let's try to understand the outline of the conversation in Japanese. And secondly, I will explain each word and expression in English. So let's try to understand deeply each meanings of Japanese. And thirdly, let's watch it again, but without subtitles. And let's try to understand this video only with listening Japanese. Okay? Then finally, let's practice speaking in Japanese together. I'm gonna be your speaking teacher, so you will follow my Japanese. Okay? If you feel my video is good tools for you to learn Japanese, please subscribe my channels and give me a good evaluation mark. And if you have friends who are learning Japanese, please share my channels and videos with your friends. Now, let's get it started. Okay, now let's try to listen Japanese. The right side of the display is a video, and the left side is a video, and the right side is a Japanese subtitles and English subtitles. So, let's try to understand the outline of the conversation in Japanese.
ただいま。
はるさん、新しい住人がつきましたよ。
はーい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。え、ロボット？
そう、大家のはるさんです。
はじめまして、タムです。学生です。よろしくお願いします。
How was it? Did you catch it and understand meanings in Japanese? If you couldn't understand them, don't worry about it. I will explain one by one in English. So, next, I'm gonna explain each word and expression in English together with Japanese. So, let's learn new Japanese vocabulary. So, one Japanese guy said, "Tadaima." This means in English, I'm home. Okay? We Japanese say, when we got back to my home, our home, we will say, "Tadaima." This means I'm home. You got it? Haru-san. This is a name of person. Okay? So in English, it is the same. Haru-san. Right? Then, he said, in Japanese, 新しい住人がつきましたよ. This means, in English, we have a new resident. Or, in other words, new residents is just arrived. ついた, つきましたよ means a person had just arrived. So, 新しい住人 means new residents. 新しい means new. 住人 in Japanese, in English means resident. So, we have a new resident means 新しい住人がつきましたよ. Did you get it? Then, Haru-san replied in Japanese, "Hi." Hi means, in English, yes. I think you may already listen now, right? Yes means, in Japanese, hi. Then she said, in Japanese, ようこそいらっしゃいました. Means, It is very short in English, but welcome. Welcome. ようこそ. In shortened version of Japanese, ようこそ. It is more likely welcome in English. ようこそいらっしゃいました is a kind of a polite way to express welcome. But it is worthwhile to remember in Japanese expression. ようこそいらっしゃいました. Did you get it? Then, new residents, she said, a little bit surprisingly, robot means, of course, it is English, so robot is robot, both in Japanese and English, right? But we have to notify that at the end of the robot, at the end, her tone was going up, right? Robot? I think this tone is same in English. So when we talk a little bit surprisingly for something, we tend to up the end of sentence, right? So she was a little bit surprised because Haru-san is robot. So she said, robot? Did you get it? So the key is at the end of the sentence, we're gonna up the last tone, right? Robot. Then the guy said, so, 大家の春さんです in Japanese. So means yes. Or in English, that's right. That's right, okay? Then he said, 大家の春さんです means he is explaining who is Haru-san. Then, Miss Haru-san. The landlord means in Japanese, oya. So let's remember landlord in Japanese, oya. So if you stay in Japan a longer time, maybe you needed to borrow house, rent house, right? So you will contact to oya. That is landlord. Did you get it? So next sentence is はじめまして. はじめまして in Japanese means nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. And she said, トムです。学生です。トムです means I'm Tom. She said her name. I'm Tom. So when you introduce your name, you will say your name plus this. Or another way you will say yourself is we put 私は in front. 私は means I am. 私は Tom です。This means I am Tom. If you erase 私は and you just say トムです or your name plus this, we Japanese can understand. So if your name is Kevin, so there is two ways to introduce your name. So one is トムです or Kevin です or 私は Kevin です or in shortened version, Kevin です That is understandable, so don't worry. And she also said 学生です 学生 means in English student. And this is I am. So I am a student means 学生です This is also same. So if you put 私は in front, it is more polite way to introduce yourself. So 私は学生です means I am student. Did you get it? So if you replace 学生 something different, so you can introduce easily yourself. For example, 私は アーティストです。Did you get it? 私は俳優です。俳優 in Japanese means actor in English. Okay? So now I hope you get how to introduce yourself in Japanese. Then, last sentence. よろしくお願いします。This is very little bit difficult to transform into English, but thank you. Or in other English, I try to explain that よろしくお願いします in Japanese means in English, how can I say? Thank you very much for your accommodation and I appreciate it. Or I'm very looking forward to stay your home or like that. But if we say よろしくお願いします means that is a kind of to express our thanksness and we expect some kind of support from the person. In this case, Miss Haru, the landlord. So if we say よろしくお願いします to Miss Haru, the landlord, so it is not big, but it might be possible. I'm ask Haru-san to give some support to me. Then, please take care of me like that. So, sorry for my explanation a little bit long, but in Japanese, よろしくお願いします having such kind of meanings. Okay, I hope you get it. Okay? So, let's review each word and expression once again to remember correctly and definitely. Alright? So, in Japanese, ただいま means I'm home. Okay? Haru-san is a Haru-san. It's a person's name. Then, Japanese person said, in Japanese, 新しい住人が着きましたよ. In English, we have a new resident. Or new resident had just arrived, or like that. Then, Haru-san said, はい means yes. Then Haru-san said, ようこそいらっしゃいました. This means in English, welcome. Even though it is very short if we transfer it into English. Then, the lady said, ロボット? Robot? As far as I remember, she said, え? Robot? This expression, え? We Japanese often use this え when we surprised. え? Robot? Did you get it? え means in English like, oh, robot? Like this. So if you speak in English, え? Robot? At the end, tone will be go up. This is the point, okay? Then, the guy said, そう、大家の春さんです。means, so means, yes or that's right. 大家の春さんです。大家 means in English, the landlord. Let's remember this word, 大家, because you may need to contact to 大家さん in Japan, if you stay longer. Anyway, Haru-san is a Haru-san. Okay, so guy introduced the landlord Haru-san to the lady. Then the lady said, はじめまして in English, nice to meet you, right? And she continuously introduced herself and she said, トムです. In this video clip, there is no 私は. So if you want to say a little bit politely, you put 私は in front. 私はトムです. Or you just say トムです. to introduce your name. Of course, you need to put your name in front of this. Okay? If your name is Kevin, Kevin です。or 私は Kevin です。Okay? Then, she continuously said, 私は She didn't say 私は. She said, 学生です means she introduced herself. What does she do? And that means I am student. And again, if you want to express yourself a little bit politely and more easily for Japanese to understand you, you put 私は in front. 私は学生です means I am student. So of course, you can change this part, 学生 to the学生 to other things, other jobs, like that. Then, よろしくお願いします she said. That is what I explained. If we try to translate this Japanese into English, it's just thank you, but I already explained the meaning containing this sentence. よろしくお願いします A little bit. We're gonna be a little bit expecting some little support if I need it, or like that. よろしくお願いします Okay, now I hope you got these Japanese sentences and expressions. So let's move to third part. Let's watch it again, but this time without subtitles. That means I had like this, then we're gonna try to understand Japanese, only listening Japanese. Let's try it.
ただいま。
はるさん、新しい住人がつきましたよ。
はーい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。え、ロボット？
そう、大家のはるさんです。
はじめまして、タムです。学生です。よろしくお願いします。
How was it? Did you get it? Could you understand the conversation in Japanese? Let's try to watch and listen Japanese repeatedly until you clearly understand them. And another important part is to remember new Japanese words and expressions as much as possible to check other Japanese learning materials, such as on YouTube or like that. Okay, now, finally, let's practice speaking in Japanese together. I'm gonna be your teacher of Japanese. So, first, I read Japanese out loud. Then, you will follow me. Okay? So, let's practice speaking in Japanese together. ただいま Now your turn. Please say ただいま Haru-san. Now it's your turn. Did you say it? 新しい住人が着きましたよ It's your turn. Okay, let's repeat it again. So, this time, I will say Japanese a little bit faster, so please follow me. What we need to do is just practice. Alright? ただいま。はるさん。新しい住人が着きましたよ。Now it's your turn. Please practice speaking in Japanese. Did you say it? And you got it? Okay, now let's do next Japanese sentence. はい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。Now it's your turn. Please say. はい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。 I'm now trying to speak very slowly, but if I speak this Japanese naturally, like I have a conversation with my Japanese colleagues or like that, it's gonna be like this. はい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。はい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。はい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。Did you catch it? Could you catch it? Now let's move to the next sentence. So, when we're surprised, we Japanese say, え? え? Now it's your turn. Please say it. え? ロボット? ロボット? Now it's your turn. The point is, at the end, the tone is gonna be up. Okay? え? ロボット? Now it's your turn. Please say in Japanese. Did you say it and you got it? Okay, now let's move to the next Japanese sentence. そう。大家の春さんです。I repeat. そう。大家の春さんです。Now it's your turn. So means that's right or yes. 大家の春さんです。Please say it in Japanese. Let's practice. Did you say it? Do you remember the meaning of oya? Oya in English, landlord. Okay? So, 大家の春さんです。Please say it again. So, 大家の春さんです。Did you get it? Okay, so this is the main part of today's lesson. So, you will say this sentence when you introduce yourself to Japanese. はじめまして。私はトムです。私は学生です。Now it's your turn. Please practice speaking in Japanese. Did you say it and did you get it? It's very important to practice speaking in Japanese repeatedly until you remember this whole sentence. Okay? So let's practice one more time. はじめまして。私はトムです。私は学生です。Did you say it and did you get it? Then, よろしくお願いします。Now it's your turn. よろしくお願いします。Did you get it? Do you remember the meaning of this? In English, it just thank you, but this sentence, よろしくお願いします, contains a meaning such as expecting some little bit of support or like that. If I need your support, please help me a little bit. That means よろしくお願いします. Alright? Did you get it? Okay, so now let's watch it again and remember all Japanese word and the sentence and how to introduce yourself.
ただいま。
はるさん、新しい住人がつきましたよ。
はーい。ようこそいらっしゃいました。え、ロボット？
そう、大家のはるさんです。
はじめまして、タムです。学生です。よろしくお願いします。
How was it? Did you get it? That's all for today's Japanese lesson, Japanese class. How was it? Did you learn a lot? And I hope now you can introduce yourself in Japanese. 私はトムです。私は学生です。Do you remember this useful Japanese sentence? Let's practice and practice. Let's try to speaking in Japanese a lot. if you think my channels and videos is very good for you to learn Japanese, please subscribe my channels, and I try to upload other videos for you to more Japanese with having fun and explanation my English. And if you have friends who is also learning Japanese, please share my channels and videos with your friends. Let's improve your Japanese capabilities step by step together. Thank you very much for watching my video till the end. Have a good day and stay healthy. Bye bye.